Hello students, from now onwards our main concern will be a second order homogeneous linear differential equation because while dealing with the application of differential equations to certain problems of mathematical physics and engineering, we encounter boundary value problem involving second order ordinary differential equations. And many of these second order ordinary differential equations are or can be transformed into so-called self-adjoint form. So in this lecture, we will start with the new concept of self-adjoint equations. So let us start the definition of adjoint of an equation. Now you can see here I have there is definition written over here, and the definition says that given any second order homogeneous linear differential equation of the form A1 where A0 has a continuous second order derivative, A1 has a continuous first derivative, A2 is continuous, and the leading coefficient A0t is not equal to 0 on the given interval, then the adjoint equation of A1 is given by d square by dt square A0 tx minus d by dt A1 tx plus A2 tx is equal to 0. This equation is the adjoint of the equation A1. And we can write this equation in the form after using calculation and doing the second derivative and so on. We can convert this equation, adjoint equation, into the form a0 t d square x by dt square plus 2 a0 dash t minus a1 dx by dt plus a0 double dash t minus a1 t plus a2 t into x is equal to 0. And this equation is marked as a2, where a double dash denotes the derivative of the terms a0 and a1. Now, let us start with the example of an adjoint equation. This equation t square d square x by dt square plus 3t dx by dt plus 3x is equal to 0. If we have to find the adjoint of this equation, then we will use this equation a2, and we compare this equation, the given equation, with the second order equation a1. By comparing these two equations a1 and the given equation, we have that a0 t is equal to t square, a1 t is equal to 3t, a2 t is equal to 3. And now if we want to convert this equation t square d square x by dt square plus 3t dx by dt plus 3x is equal to 0 into adjoint equation, or if we want to write the adjoint of this equation, then we will use a2. In a2, substitute the values of a0, a0 dash, a0 double dash, a1, a1 dash, a2. And after substituting these values in a2, we get that the adjoint equation takes the form t square d square x by dt square plus t dx by dt minus x is equal to 0. So this is the way how to write adjoint of an equation. Now, the adjoint equation of a2 is the equation a1 itself. That is, if we take the adjoint of the adjoint equation, then the new equation becomes the original equation. So how? Because our a2 is of the form a naught t d square x by dt square plus 2 a naught dash t minus a1 t dx by dt plus a naught double dash t minus a1 dash t plus a2 t x is equal to 0. Now use capital A naught, capital A1, capital A2 to represent these terms. Now if you want to find the adjoint of this equation, then adjoint of this equation is given by a naught t d square x by dt square plus 2 a naught dash t minus a1 t dx by dt plus a naught double dash t minus a1 dash t plus a2 t x is equal to 0. Replacing small a naught by capital A naught, small a1 by capital A1, small a2 by capital A2 and their respective derivatives in this equation. So after substituting, we get that this equation again becomes a naught t d square x by dt square plus a1 t dx by dt plus a2 t x is equal to 0, which is the original equation we have considered. So we proved that adjoint of an adjoint is the original equation. So now let's start. What is a self-adjoint equation? What is a self-adjoint equation? The second order homogeneous linear differential equation is called self-adjoint if it is identical with its adjoint equation. That is, when you take the adjoint of the given equation and the adjoint equation becomes the original one, then the equation is called self-adjoint. That is, if A1 becomes A2, they both are identical. So let us see the example of an adjoint equation. Now we have given the equation as t cube d square x by dt square plus 3t square dx by dt plus x is equal to 0. Now if you compare, you get that a naught t is equal to t cube, a1 t is equal to 3t square, a2 t is equal to 1. And after taking the derivatives, a naught dash t is equal to 3t square, a naught double dash t is equal to 60, a1 dash t is equal to 60, a2 t is equal to 1. Now we write the adjoint of this equation using equation A2. Using equation A2, we get that adjoint to this equation is t cube d square x by dt square plus 3t square dx by dt plus x is equal to 0, which is the same as the original equation. It means that the original equation is self-adjoint. So now there is necessary and sufficient condition for an equation to become self-adjoint. That is given in the theorem number 18. What is the statement of theorem number 18? A necessary and sufficient condition that equation A1 with the prescribed conditions, that is a naught and double derivative of a naught is continuous, first derivative of a1 is continuous and a2 is continuous. Then the necessary and sufficient condition that equation A1 becomes self-adjoint is that d by dt a naught t is equal to a1 t. So let us see the proof. Now d by dt of a naught t is equal to a1. Let d by dt a naught t is equal to a1 t. This implies that a naught double dash t is equal to a1 dash t. Now equation A1 is self-adjoint if a1 is equal to a2, where a2 is given by this formula. Now substitute the values from 1 above equation A2 reduces to a naught t d square x by dt square plus 2a1 t minus a1 t dx by dt plus a1 dash t minus a1 dash t plus a2 t x is equal to 0, because we have given that A naught double dash T is A1 dash T and A naught dash T is equal to A1 T. So we substitute the respective values here. Now when you calculate this, you get that the equation reduces to A naught T d square x by dt square plus A1 T dx by dt plus A2 T x is equal to 0. And this equation is same as the equation A1. So this implies that equation A2 is same as A1. This implies that A1 is self-adjoint. Now conversely, if A1 is equal to A2, then comparing the coefficients, we get that 2 A naught dash T minus A1 T is equal to A1 T, and this condition implies that A naught dash T is equal to A1 T. A naught double dash T minus A1 dash T plus A2 T is equal to A2 T. This implies A naught double dash T is A1 dash T. And thus, if the equation is self-adjoint, then d by dt of A naught T is equal to A1 T, which we wanted to prove. So there is another way of writing self-adjoint equation. In theorem number 19, we have explained that how to write a self-adjoint equation into another form, another equivalent form. So let's start the statement. Suppose the second order equation A naught T d square x by dt square A1 T dx by dt plus A2 T x is equal to 0 is self-adjoint. Then this equation can be written in the form d by dt A naught T dx by dt plus A2 T x is equal to 0. So we have given that the equation is self-adjoint, and we want to prove that d by dt, that this equation, the equation can be written in the form d by dt A naught T dx by dt plus A2 T x is equal to 0. So let's see how. Let the equation A naught T d square x by dt square plus A1 T dx by dt plus A2 T x is equal to 0 is self-adjoint. Now using the previous theorem, we have the necessary and sufficient condition for equation to be self-adjoint, and it means that A naught dash T is equal to A1 T, because the given equation is given to be self-adjoint. And if we substitute the value in the given equation, we get that A naught T d square x by dt square plus, in place of A1 T, we will put A naught dash T. So A naught dash T dx by dt plus A2 T x is equal to 0. And combining these two terms, we get that d by dt of A naught T dx by dt plus A2 T x is equal to 0. So which is the required form we wanted to write for a self-adjoint equation. Now example. With the help of this example, you will understand the above theorem. Now suppose we are given sin t d square x by dt square plus cos t dx by dt plus 2x is equal to 0. Now this equation is self-adjoint. We can check this. A naught t, where A naught t is sin t, A1 t is cos t, A2 t is equal to 2. Now condition for an equation to become a self-adjoint is that A naught dash t is equal to A1 t. Now if you find A naught dash t, it is cos t, which is equal to A1 t, and hence the given equation is self-adjoint. Now using the above theorem, the given equation can be written as d by dt sin t dx by dt plus 2x is equal to 0. That is, you have to just simply substitute the value of A naught here and A2 here, and you will get the required another equivalent form of the self-adjoint equation. Now in next theorem, we will prove that any second order homogeneous equation with a0t, a1t, a2t continuous can be transformed into the equivalent self-adjoint equation by multiplying throughout with the suitable factor. That means that any given equation with these coefficients continuous can be any given second order non-homogeneous equation with second order linear non-homogeneous equation with a0t, a1t, a2t continuous can be transformed into a self-adjoint equation. So the statement of the theorem 20 is, let the coefficient a0t, a1t and a2t of the differential equation a1 are continuous on certain interval ab and the leading coefficient a0t is not equal to 0. Then equation a1, not n1, a1 can be transformed into the self-adjoint equation d by dt pt dx by dt plus qt x is equal to 0, where pt is given by this factor and qt is given by this factor. The condition that a1 can be transformed into self-adjoint equation a4 by multiplication throughout by the factor 1 by a0t exponential integral a1t over a0t dt. That is, theorem states that if we multiply this factor, which I marked as a6, with the equation a1, then equation a1 can be transformed to this form, which is the form of a self-adjoint equation where pt and qt are given by these two terms. So let's start the proof. So in the proof, we will multiply equation a1 with the factor a6. So let's start the multiplication. When we multiply this term with the equation a1, we will get that exponential integral a1t over a0t dt d square x by dt square plus a1t over a0t exponential integral a1t over a0t dt dx by dt plus a2t over a0t exponential integral a1t over a0t dt into x is equal to 0. And this equation a7 can further be written in the form d by dt exponential integral a1t over a0t dt dx by dt. If you combine these two terms, because here we have seen that this is the first term, derivative of dx by dt plus dx by dt as it is derivative of this term. So we can write the single term by combining these two terms in the form in this form. So we get that by combining these two terms we get the single term plus the remaining term is a2t by a0t exponential integral a1t over a0t dt into x is equal to 0, and this is the required self-adjoint equation where pt is this term exponential integral a1t over a0t dt and qt is given by all this term except x. So we get the required form, and this completes the proof. So I hope you understand the proof, and in case you are facing any problem related to this topic, you can discuss with me. So thank you so much.